the heart of human resources is with this function because it manages budget, it manages financial aspect, it manages various other aspects, related related to productivity and so on and so forth. I think it is a very key function, and this function also gives you a perspective of all other sub functions in human resources, be it talent acquisition, learning and development, engagement, and so on and so forth. So it actually sits on as a layer on top of all. And I think that it's also a very specialized function, and not many institutions today, as well as not many people today, you see have in-depth knowledge in the compensation and the total rewards area. And I think that experience has been a foundation block for me, to actually build on and diversify into a far more general role. And I think over a period of time, when I was in group human resources in Tata Sons also, I actually built a reward practice called the Tata REM Club, along with a few colleagues, which is actually a reward practice that encompasses CHROs of different companies as well as their number two in the area of rewards to actually be part of this forum that engages in exchange of ideas and perspectives to a very large extent. Yeah. And I think this actually has set a thought process, a thought leadership moving in terms of how we as a group need to look at certain practices, certain benefit practices or reward practices or incentive programs at a far deeper level. But I must say that my transition to a more generalist platform over a period of time, and I started this journey in Tata Teleservices, and even earlier a little bit of that in Unilever. But I think this journey has enabled me to get a far more holistic perspective of human resources, and I think with that I realized that today I'm doing more of the other area than the specialized area.
Yeah.
So my thought process each one of you, and a message to each one of you. It's important to specialize in one area in depth, yeah, and also have a good grip over the other areas as well. The reason being is so that you'll be able to actually zoom in and zoom out as and when it is required, as well as you're able to have a good general management view over a larger area. So that's my transition story.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And on to the next question. With work from home becoming the norm and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey announcing that permanent remote work policy is the future. So, what changes do you see? What changes in the role of a human resource manager do you see in the future?
Great. In fact, part of it is what we discussed, but I will still would like to highlight a few aspects. I think for a human resource manager, the biggest thing is about how do you keep your people productive? While people continue to work from home, and it is challenging when you're having a work from home scenario. How do people continue to be productive? That's going to be the key. So maintaining productivity is very important. Maintaining employee engagement is very important, and also ensuring that the entire wellness health protocol is managed. So every human resource manager is grappling with all these three aspects. And I think the biggest one besides these three aspects is about culture. As we move into a hybrid workforce, as we move into a workforce that has on-site, people off-site, as we work into different types of workforce scenarios, it is important how do we build a culture of the organization going forward. So it's going to be a very, very challenging time for human resources. What is the culture they want to build? Is it a performance driven culture? Is it a culture that encompasses the best of the best? Is it a culture that allows people to grow? Is it a culture that allows to build leadership? So there are a variety of things, and it's challenging time because human resource managers are more connected when people in front of them. But I think this mechanism, this digital revolution has taught us to actually make the best of what we have in the current scheme of things. So I think it's challenging, but I think everyone's gotten adapted, and human beings are most adapted to manage. Besides for the human resource manager, I would say each employee also has adapted to this new method, and I think a combination of both adaptation is making win-win for both.
Definitely, sir, definitely. Moving on to the next question. How do HRs gauge the capability of a candidate while accepting or rejecting them for a job role? What do they look for?
Yeah, I think the three key areas that I spoke about is, when you're looking at a candidate and you're assessing a candidate, and some of those three top skills that I spoke about, problem solving, complexity, and so on and so forth. Handling ambiguous situations, giving people roles and or cases, and putting them in scenarios and helping them respond to all these kind of scenarios would actually has actually made a difference in assessing people. Beyond that, I think every recruiter today will look for people who are open-minded, who are agile, who are who focus on continuous learning. I think that's the generation that we are looking for, because if you stop building on your skills today, you will probably get redundant or over a period of time. So that the fact of communication skills beyond that is critical, and I think that is most important. And today's generation is powered with all that. So I'm not going to beat around the bush on that point, but I think the ability to lead, and I think a lot of opportunity for like people like you have the opportunity to lead a particular event, and help this event and make this event so successful. So these are opportunities for each one of you to actually build leadership qualities. And that while you may do this for an event, you realize that you're able to now lead even virtually. And virtual leadership is actually not as simple as it looks. But
Yes.
you will get better with time, and I think you'll have done a fabulous
Keep
job
evolving.
even today.
So, the final question of the day, with the world of automation becoming a reality, human resources is more towards the social sciences. So, how do you see automation affecting the role of a human resource manager or the job roles that come up in the field of human resources?
Yeah, in fact, automation to a very large extent, a bit of it I mentioned about technology and automation in one of my discussions that we had. And I think today a lot of that entire thing has got module of automation has gotten accelerated to a very large extent. And so therefore, for the human resource manager, it is important to now start moving very quickly with time, looking at skills that you had that will start getting redundant, and how you can actually reskill these people going forward. So that entire mechanism of converting the skills that you have to reskill, rebuild, and make a better skilled workforce is going to be a key critical challenge today. And I think a number of companies, without doubt, moved forward further on this journey. And I think that is the power of this entire process, where people are I've understood that if they don't reskill, they'll be redundant. And I think if you remember the future of jobs slides that I sent across, they showed you some of the skills that are getting redundant. Yeah,
Yes.
because those skills are really neither technology driven nor automation driven. Yeah. So
Yes.
these skills, so if people have to quickly reskill, and I think the role of the human resource manager will be to continuously focus on which areas we're going to automate, which are the skills that will start getting redundant, reskill these, make them productive for the new future.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, sir, since everything these days has moved online and so have our seminars, how has been your experience of briefing the student managers at IMT Nagpur?
Oh, I think the entire experience has been wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better start to my morning.
Same here, sir.
A
Feeling
great start to
extremely
the morning to actually interact with all of you. I'm supercharged, as I was mentioning to some of you. I don't even need my coffee for the morning. That charge has been even more.
yes.
So,
Great session.
thank you so much. I think it's been a great pleasure, and I really enjoyed the interactions, the questions towards the end. The digital is not so simple, not so easy. So I try to build in a little bit of slides, a bit of data, a bit of interactions, And
Everybody really enjoyed the games actually. It was really.
yeah, I picked up on that because everyone likes imaging now today. It's imaging. Is important. Pictures tell 1,000 stories. That this is something that I truly believe, and so I picked up the hashtag game because it becomes easy for people to use. Everyone does it nowadays, and it's something that I thought would be easier to relate to.
Yes, sir.